All right. Good evening, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network, and introducing for the first time officially Assurance USA. Tonight is Monday night, which is normally our students training students, but I am what's what I'm looking for? I am crashing the party for a little while to bring everybody up to speed on the new Assurance USA since I finished the website last night, and we're gonna go over the entire website step by step and all the features of it. Because starting in about 3 weeks, we're probably gonna start bringing on agency owners and agents, and we're gonna start training. So we might as well get started now because we got to jump right into this. So this has been all the chatter on Facebook today. I kind of pre-released our video. I pre-released our video on Facebook, and I spent all last night, literally all night. I did not go to sleep last night. I spent all last night responding to comments, pushbacks. People wanted to know more information about it. People who were interested in it, people who were just curious about it. The great thing is it generated a lot of chatter. Okay, a lot of chatter. Let me see if I can show you all some of the stuff that it generated. Here we go. All right, let's go over to good old Facebook here. Boom, 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 boom. I am running on pure adrenaline right now. Okay, just letting y'all know that. If you look at the my notifications, I'm up here on Facebook. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. If you look at the notifications, everything is comments about just know that on our no more cheap freight. That was the title of it. Just all types of stuff that we got here. Everything is pretty much the Assurance USA, Insurance USA. People wanting to know comments about it. My entire night was filled with answering questions on this topic right here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up one of them and just give you an idea. In owner-operated trucking is when we posted one. As you all can see here, the post was, if you could add 2 cheap freight loads per week, a week at $1.50 CPM to your load selections and earn an extra $60K to $100K a year, would you? Now, that's kind of a double-edged sword post. It was meant to get a reaction because, owner-operators hate cheap freight, right? So, of course, nobody wants to add $1.50, CPM to the load selection, right? Does everybody agree with that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
But what you want to do in any type of branding, especially when you're trying to raise the curiosity level, about something, you want to post something that's going to get under people's skin. and nothing gets under people's skin more than someone talking about profiting from cheap freight, especially in the trucking industry. So we got a lot of responses here. Mr. Sweet says no cheap freight equals free freight. Wearing out equipment with no positive revenue, maintain, cost money. I guess try to say maintenance cost money. Engine, trans, rear ends, bearings, tires, brakes, all cost money. If it costs $1.68 a mile to operate, why would anyone take cheap crap for $1.50. That's called bankruptcy. So as you all can see, I accomplished what I set out to accomplish. 80 comments from this one area here on the subject of profiting from cheap freight. Okay, literally 80 comments on this one right here alone. Just coming along, got like 11 to 12 replies on it. Just about everybody, trashing the post. But that's what it was designed to do, because each and every last one of the people, they're pushing back against the notion that you can profit from cheap freight, right? So what does that make them?
Prime candidates to tell them the real deal.
Exactly. Exactly. First, you get them all riled up, all right? And then you introduce what this is really all about. After you get them all riled up, as you can see here, none of these have my responses in it yet. These are all just them talking amongst themselves, which that's what it was designed to do. And then I come in later and finally started releasing little tidbits. Finally, someone decided to address the issue of cheap freight. I can actually run the lanes I want and bring home respectable weekly earnings. What a welcome sight. Scott says 20. And then the other one says 20 years in the industry. I never thought I'd see the day when cheap freight wasn't an issue. Thanks assurance, Paul C. Now, I'm showing them little testimonies, and now they're wondering, how in the world, what's going on? How can these guys be thanking him for cheap freight? Okay, and then I introduce another tidbit. There are approximately 350,000 owner-operators registered in the United States. Our mission, level the playing field by providing an innovative industry solution to rendering cheap freight a non-issue for owner-operators. And then other people start to push back and say stuff like, Calvin, not even close. You're right. From what you've seen so far, it is not even close. Leasing through a company and making $1,200 a week isn't a freaking owner-operator. I call them slaves and don't even try to prove otherwise. Now, which I understand what he's saying, and I agree with what he's saying. But what he is not getting it, this is just, it's kind of a setup, really. That's all it is. It's a setup. I'm setting them up for the grand, and you see people saying stuff, and they're really irate at the notion that you could rent cheap freight and make money. All right. So, and just a whole lot of conversations there. And then once we get through all of that part of it, okay, we start giving them some insight as to what this really is. Okay. We start giving them little bits of insight as to what it really is. But we don't want to give it all to them at once. We still want to keep them on, dangling on that wire. Right? We start giving them a little bit of insight here and there. We are America's trucking industry first and only provider of compensation enhancement assurance policies, enhancing owner-operators' bottom line. Okay, then somebody gives a little pushback because they still don't quite understand it. Okay, and then we go on to say, cheap freight is an unfortunate reality of the trucking industry, right? Because, but with a compensation enhancement assurance policy, cheap freight no longer has to be your reality. And then people, they're still kind of wondering what's going on. And then we start hitting them with a little bit of knowledge. Imagine being able to enhance a $1.50 CPM load to $2.50 CPM after it has been completed, or a $2.50 CPM to $3.50 CPM after it's completed. The days of cheap freight are numbered. Now they start asking real questions. Calvin Butler, who is going to pay this extra $1 per mile? See how they're starting to ask the exact questions that I want them to now? Do y'all see that?
Yeah, I see that.
All right, for those of you who are going to become agency owners, I'm going to need you all to master this art of branding. Okay, of throwing a line out there, getting people all riled up, getting them all, in a frenzy, and then you start releasing little tidbits of how you can actually solve, or how you can actually deliver on this outrageous, outlandish claim up here, right? Because that is an outrageous and outlandish claim, right? But you actually have a solution to make that a reality. And this is how you kind of get them on the hook. You kind of get them into it. And then finally, they start responding exactly the way you want them to respond. Okay? They start asking real questions. Okay? And now they start to ask real questions. All right? Then you got their attention. Now you can actually teach them something. Because if I'd have started out with, being able to enhance $1.50, they're probably like, the hell is this guy talking about? You know what I'm saying? You gave them nothing. You gave them no talking point. You just unloaded a whole bunch of knowledge on them without setting them up. All right. So hold on. We got a bunch of background noise here. Somebody is arguing. All right, Mr. Spencer. Okay. All right. So then we go on to state. Hold on here. And then he's asking who is going to pay the extra dollar per mile. And I kind of keep on the hook a little bit longer. In 2 months, the entire industry will know. Okay? Yeah, I'm kind of dragging it out. All right. In 2 months, the entire industry would know. Then he comes back, Calvin. So how does that happen without the support of the trucking industry? If it's an unpopular decision, the community will contest it, and realistically, you would need significant support from the drivers to even have a chance of any legislation to be looked at. Now, he is asking some real pertinent questions now, right? Right?
Right.
Now you're getting some real intelligent, pertinent questions. So we engage him. Troy Jones don't need legislation. It's an elective financial product. It gives me a reason to release a little bit more info on what this product is. It's an elective financial product, just like factoring and lines of credit and equipment financing. And it's only for owner-operators, independent business owners who are free to choose any financial assistance product they want. Okay, now he comes back with another question, which is a very good one. Okay, how does that change the rate per mile then? You're advertising that the rates will go from 150 to 250. You think we got him on the hook?
Absolutely. I need to take his name down.
Yeah, do you think we got him on the hook? And everybody else is just captivated. They just listen to see what the answer is going to be. So we got the entire group now on the hook. Okay? And it all started with an outlandish, what? With an outlandish notion. Okay? So now he's on the hook. Okay. And then and then I go in and say to him again, just to put him back on the ropes. In 2 months, you and the entire trucking industry will know. Okay? So then he comes back, okay, we will see what this crazy idea is. I just hope you are not plunging money into a tech idea similar to what Airborne Wireless did, right? So I give him a little laugh there, and I say, no, Troy John's not a tech idea or product. It's a financial product. And then he just comes back with, LOL, just saying, all right? So it's a little, cordial, back and forth there. Yeah, buddy. Then Mr. Owen Lewis comes in. Yeah, buddy, another scam to the trucking industry, which I can understand his skepticism, because I'm purposely just dangling that carrot out there. I'm not really giving them any information. And then what happens? I do this. Boom, I release what? The branding video. Okay? All of a sudden, Now, after they've been, the appetite has been wet, and I've been teasing them, pretty much the whole time. Now we all of a sudden we throw in the branding video, and this is what we have. Let me turn up my volume so y'all can hear it. But I want y'all to hear it. All right, let me cast it over to my whatchamacallit here. Hold on, let me stop it. All right. Now, as you all can see, you think that pretty much that really got them now thinking, man, wow, what's really going on? Right?
Yes.
Right.
All right. So this is just a form of branding. Okay. Then you got some skeptics here. You need a new calculator, and I come back with we will see. I don't haul cheap freight. Business tip stop. All that type of stuff, and I even like that. And that's 40. Then now someone is actually working with numbers, and so this is what I was waiting on. All right. Mr. Weaver says no. That's 40,000 miles at $1.50, but actually, in real miles, to make $60,000 mileage is about 5,200 miles, no way, right? In a way, he's right based on what he knows. Because see, he is understanding, he is still under the understanding that all the owner-operators going to get paid is $1.50 per mile. He hasn't quite grasped the concept of the enhancement part, right? So I go ahead and show him what the real numbers are now. Mark Weaver, our compensation enhancement insurance policyholders receives up to an additional $1 CPM for the low rate loads that they run. This enhancement is paid directly to the policyholders upon weekly filings of claims for their subpar loads. So just one claim a week for an average load of 769 miles is $39,988 extra dollars yearly. How do we get that? We do the 1 times 9 times 769, right? That goes to $769 per load. If you do that times 52 weeks, remember just one load a week like that. That times 52 weeks, that come up with an extra $29,980. Amazing, right? Amazing what that $1 extra per mile will do. Y'all start to see the advantage of this policy now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
if you like short hauls, 2 a week at 385 trip miles with up to $1 CPM enhancement, it's an extra $20,000 yearly. Now, what happens if the policyholder claims 3 subpar short hauls? Okay, they will earn an extra $60K a year. Enhancement coverages can be customized to the policyholder's needs. Okay, then we go back into our compensation enhancement assurance policy. Okay, I explained to the whole group. I was just refunded. Like, so now I repeat the same thing to the entire group. So now someone gets really, really slick and say, so you want welfare for truckers? And he calls them communists. Hold up now. He calls me a communist, right? But the question is, did he accept the money from Trump, the $1,200? did he give that back? Probably not. Okay, I'm a communist, but he accepts money from the government, right? I'm a communist, but I want to help owner operators make more money. I mean, it's amazing how when you start to show real numbers to people and start to show them what's really going on, they resort to calling names. That means they have nowhere else to go. Okay, all right. So my response back to him was this: Tracy Sweet, maybe you can help me out with something. Okay, you all complain about cheap freight every day, all day, and when someone actually takes the time and puts forth a real effort to come up with a viable solution, you all still complain. Do you really want a solution, or do you just like to? Y'all can see the other word I use. Okay, now he comes back with this. It's simple. FMCSA needs to retroactivate the broker rules pre-1980. Okay, I've heard that tired line about 1,000 times already. Okay, simply put, 15% cap on all freight brokerage fees, no co-brokering and no double brokering, and active enforcement of 371.3. The rates will come down on their own at that point. Brokers have a minimum they need to survive to right now. I'm not sure what it was going with that. Right now, they are taking larger percentages, which that's not really true. Okay, brokers on average make about 27 and 30% of the margin from what they get from the shipper. They're not taking 60 and 70% like these truckers think they are. I mean, I don't know where that rumor got started at, but that's just their perception of things. Larger percentages because freight slowed down in October 2018. I've been pushing for over a year. Call your congressmen and or women. That's how we get things done. But you've been writing your congressman for a year and nothing's gotten done, right? Right? He's been pushing for a year, right, congressman, and nothing's gotten done. All right.
Exactly.
So I come back with Tracy, brokers are not the problem. I hate to burst your bubble. The problem is shippers. Know that mega carriers like Swift, who has 23,000 trucks, and all they need to earn 59 million plus yearly is to net just $50 per truck per week. In fact, any carrier with more than 1,000 units will earn more than $5 million yearly by earning a net of just $50 per truck per week. Shippers would never raise the lion's share of freight below $2 CPM. 68% of all available freight is under $2 per mile. There will always be a market for cheap freight. Striking won't raise rates. Congress won't dare cut the shippers' margins, and they sure as hell won't upset the status quo of the mega trucking companies. Compensation enhancement for owner-operators is the most viable option. So then he starts to show his real colors. Wrong, I talk to shippers all the time. Most of them are shocked when they find out how much brokers are skimming off the top. Shippers are never gonna tell you that they are the reason rates are high. They would rather you think it's somebody else. Most assume that the majority of what they are paying is going to the trucks. You think shippers don't really know what the truckers are being paid? That's ridiculous. All right, all right. But many brokers are shady at best, and and FYI about your welfare plan for trucks, dude, you are on crack. I'll never sign on to this explicit term he used. It's socialism. I'm like, okay, where's this guy going? He's talking politics now. I'll die. I'll die. I'll die. Like socialism and communism. Americans as a whole do not want the federal government in their lives, but you accept the check from Trump. This is America, not Russia, not North Korea. Your brilliant idea is to make taxpayers give you free money. Okay? Where is that coming from? Let's just make everyone pay 95% taxes. Freaking dumbest idea since the implementation of 5G. So he's one of those guys that think 5G is going to scramble his brain. Okay? So now, since I've gotten to the heart of who, this guy's mental state, I go ahead and just let him know. It sounds to me like you are on something with the 5G government going to fry my brains. But now I get it. Oh, you crazy. I have to depart from this conversation. Bye-bye. Now, someone with sense comes in and says, Tracy Sweet, by regulating brokers, that would be a form of communism. I'll let someone else take over that little argument, because he just showed the entire group just how off his rocker she are. Okay? So whatever sense he was making, he just, plunged that into the ocean. Okay? So now we start to get to the real nitty-gritty of people wanting to know how this really, really works. And then, I started going into how it works and explaining to them how this will work. And people really start to understand the different going on. So this guy comes in and he basically states, Calvin Butler, but my question is, how is your company going to make money by doing this? And then he comes back and said, it's a really awesome venture depending on what it will cost the owner operator. I'm assuming it would be something like a contract where anything over a certain CPM goes back to the company. Now this guy's really starting to see the value. You see, he's really starting to see the value. Okay, but he's wanting to know, some privileged stuff that he doesn't really have the right to know, because he's not part of our company. he's not one of our investors. Okay, so so I politely let him know I'm not at liberty to reveal the inner workings of our business model that is reserved for our investors, and frankly, you are not one of them. Okay, and we will make plenty of money, just to assure him of that. Just know that this will render cheap freight a non-issue for owner operators, and he gave me, love that idea. Okay, so the whole point of this little demonstration is, and conversation like this was going on all over Facebook. I posted it in about 27 different groups, trucking groups, and the conversation was just as long, if not longer. Okay, and they all kind of had the same type of theme to them, where they initially, there was outrage that I could even make such an outlandish claim, and then I was able to reel them in and show them what was really going on and the real value of it. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the website that we have here. Now, coming up here in a couple of weeks, we're gonna start doing some serious reviewing the people. So here's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to start sending us your resumes. Okay, start sending us, what your experience has been in the past. Because with something like this, we do need to know if you have a background, or if, not just that, but we want to see what your background is as far as business. We also are gonna want to see, probably before this whole thing comes to pass, you're probably gonna wanna see how your credit is, because I'm not sure if they're gonna classify us as an insurance part of the insurance industry. If that happens, there's certain stringent, guidelines and rules that we gotta follow. I'll give me a moment. I need to take about a 5-minute break, and I'll be right back. Okay? Go ahead and talk on yourself.
Everyone got their carrier. Filled out their carrier shipper packet with their important information.
What do you mean, like have a carrier fill out your carrier profile form, or you fill out a carrier packet form?
I ran into a situation today, basically getting a carrier to sign, and he sent me back his dispatch agreement. It had to be about 4:00 p.m., I believe, Friday. And he was looking for loads for today, basically. So I basically found a bunch of loads, What the thing is that these places didn't open till today at 7 a.m. And he's wanting to get on the road already. And I kind of felt, I kind of want to fill it out for him. And I felt, I got stuck at to where, probably 2 or 3 different shippers were asking for tax information, Social Security. So I wanted to do it for him because he was already on the road headed to a specific place. But then it got to the point, it was just too late.
Yeah, we usually do a form. That's a good way to do it. And,
so they don't mind, giving you their social and everything if needed.
They should know the routine more than likely, because that's what they got to go through. If they was to do the same thing you was doing, they would have to give all that information to the broker.
Yeah. Okay.
And fill out the carrier packet themselves, so they know you got to do that. So yeah, just ask them for it. They should have no problem with it.
Yeah, I just was like, I was for the first time, just booking a load. I was a little uncomfortable with just even, open that can of worms.
Yeah, so go ahead and open it up, man. It's normal.
Yeah. What's your name?
Lloyd. I'm Lloyd.
All right, Lloyd. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm all right.
How y'all doing?
Good.
You good?
Yeah, cool. Hey, on that
Live and Blake.
Man, I'm great. Oh, that's cool. That's tight. Hey, on that, can I add in on that dispatch agreement that you sent to the driver before he signs it?
Uh-huh.
In that dispatch agreement, in that dispatch agreement that you sent to your driver, that you printed off to send to him.
Yeah, I actually use.
Okay, when you read that dispatch agreement. Okay, that's tight. Okay, so on that, it'll state into that contract that you do have the permission and the authority to fill in and sign for that owner operator. It's in there.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. I ran into some of them hard heads that want to be slow about pulling in their paperwork and talking about, get a load. Yeah, I ran that too.
Oh, yeah. Today it was just like, man, it was crunch time. It was like I was up. I pretty much found some good load. He was going to literally make at least 1,500. But it just got to the point. It was like, damn, this one of my first guys. I actually got like 3 people to sign, but this is one of my first guys I actually had to really book a load for. So when I got to that point, I was like, damn, do you want to do it? Because it got all this personal information in it that we don't really have time to exchange right now.
Yeah, send them
right. And then
send them an email tonight, maybe. Maybe you want to send them an email tonight. Tell them to send you over his certificates of insurance, certificate of authority, his W-9 first thing in the morning, so you'll have all of that. So whenever you call up another broker that he's not on file with, you can go ahead and fill out the packet form.
You repeat that? Let me write that down. You said because it was like it was almost like I really needed to take pictures of the carrier package that I received just to know what I need.
Yeah, it's
It was
most of the care
W9.
packets let you know, but usually they all require the certificate of insurance. Is truck insurance and cargo, liability and cargo. His certificate of authority, his MC letter, the MC number letter, and his W9.
They're talking about your broker package.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ran into so
You
yeah.
can
It was just a little crunch time to and then what just the experience that I didn't have in the actual booking loads is
Yeah,
just that I booked the carrier on a late Friday
yeah.
and try to get them out on a Monday.
If you want to see what the the stuff that most shippers require, if you're trying to see what, you can go to our website at shipwithrbbs.com, and that's an onboarding site right there. You can
Okay.
go over to the packet itself, the shipper's onboarding packet, and there are all the things that you're gonna have to, not the broker that you need. You need, your broker letter of authority, your certificate of liability insurance, your Form BM, C85, your Form W9, your SAT code assignment, and you can get them all separately, or you can get them all in one full packet. You can get them separately, or you can go the entire. And that's how we have our site done. Shippers. I've been having issues having carriers sending the dispatch agreement back. We'll go over that in just a second. All right. So where did I leave off? Okay. All right. So this is the site. Okay. It is now it's pretty much live. Okay. We have two domain names. One is assuranceUSA.net, and the other one is nocheapfreight.com. Okay. Both of them will bring you here. AssuranceUSA.net or nocheapfreight.com. If you notice on the homepage of the site, it's got our toll-free numbers. It's got a quote. It's got an automated quote page here where they can fill out the the information online, and they can submit it, and then it will come to you all and everything. I have just signed up with a new service, 1-in-1, that will allow me to add. Basically, what it does is it is a just a tracking type of software, where if someone from, let's say, Alabama logs onto our site, right? That person from Alabama logs onto our site and they submit a thing for a quote. We're gonna send that. That's gonna get sent to the Alabama branch. So whoever is the Alabama agency, they'll get that from that area in that region. Okay. If you're in California, someone from California, you're gonna get it at the California branch. If they're in Oklahoma, you're gonna get Oklahoma. If they're in Louisiana, you're gonna get it. It's gonna get sent. So all of the region's inquiries will be routed to the locations that handle those. Make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. I have a question about
Sure.
that.
Sure.
So say either I'm an owner or an agent, and I have through my contacts and social media, that's how they find out about it. And it's not just in my state. Is there a way to have a specific number or a specific line that is automatically routed to me?
If you are initiating the contact, right, you all are gonna have your own extensions on our toll-free list.
Okay.
So each branch will have its own separate extension. Like they'll call what you call it, and it will say, or if you know your party's extension, file it now, right?
Got
Or,
it.
so you have that. I'm gonna show you something else a little bit later on that is gonna help you all also too. Now, as you can see, Assurance USA, we changed our logo to the little, truck, the freight on the back with umbrella over it, showing that they're covered. Compensation Enhancement Assurance Agency. Changed that tag name from Freight Assurance Agency, from Freight Rate Assurance Agency to Compensation Enhancement Assurance Agency. No more cheap freight. Okay. Now you all will notice on the first page, it's got our big logo here, Assurance USA, truck, money, calculator, all under the umbrella. Okay. Kind of gives them some insight as to what's going on. Flatbed assurance from 250 CPM minimum to 275 CPM minimum assurance policy. Dry van assurance, $2 CPM minimum to 250 CPM minimum policies. Refrigerated, 275 to 325. Okay, on the insurance policy. Okay, on the assurance policy. If they click down here where it says read more, if you click any one of these, it's going to take you over to where the policies are explained in greater detail. Okay, it takes you over here. Our knowledge of friendly assurance plan specialists are always ready to assist you. Request your free personal compensation enhancement assurance quote. And fill this out, you submit it, it goes to the corresponding agency. Okay. Over there, you can read more about it. Dry van assurance. Dry van compensation enhancement coverage doesn't have to be difficult to understand. A basic assurance USA compensation enhancement policy will cover the following: all valid claim trip miles from freight origination to destination. Rates as low as 125 CPM up to $2 CPM. This is what you can file a claim for. And so you can, if you're running freight as low as 125, you can file a claim for it, and it can be bumped up to as much as $1. Or if you're running freight anywhere in between $1.25 and $2 per mile, you can bump it up $1 extra. So it can go as high as what? $2.25, or as high as what? $3, depending on what your rate com was. Y'all see y'all see how that works?
Yes, sir.
All right, policy conditions and some restrictions may apply. Okay, but y'all know what some of the restrictions and policy conditions are. For every one load that they file a claim for, they must have 2 supporting loads that are above what? $2 per mile.
$2 a mile.
Okay, so they can't just file all, freight that's, less than $2 per mile, right? Right. All right. Flatbed insurance. The insurance coverage you need when you're on the road. All valid claim trip miles from freight origination to destination. Rates as low as $1.50 per mile up to $2.25 per mile. Compensation enhancements up to $1 CPM. So they can go from 150 up to 250 and from 225 up to what? 325. Y'all think that make a big difference?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, if they're
It
claiming
sure
one
does.
load like that, if they're claiming 1 or 2 loads like that a week, it's going to give them probably almost about 40,000 plus extra per year. Okay, policy conditions and some restrictions may apply. Refrigerated assurance. Compensation enhancement assurance coverage is a crucial step in rendering cheap freight a non-issue for owner-operators. All valid claims, trip miles from freight origination to destination, rates as low as $2.25 CPM up to $3 CPM. Compensation enhancements up to $1. So you can go up to $3.25 and can go as high as $4 per mile. Now you'll notice all these are a little bit different because what your enhancement is on the amount depends on what type of freight you're pulling, right? Because refrigerated don't need to go as low as dry van because they already did a decent whatever. So for refrigerated freight, anything below really $2.50 or below $3 is really bad freight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or refrigerator. Same here with flatbed. Anything below $2.25, you know, it's really not really good freight for a flatbed, right? So you want to give them a reason to use the policy. Okay. Now they can't overuse the policy or they can't misuse the policy. Because, like I said, for every they have to have two cooperating decent loads ran for that week. Let's go back to the front here. All right. You'll notice. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I have a question on the rate parameters. How often will those parameters be adjusted? Is that like, you think like yearly, you revisit what those parameters will be?
Well, we have to address that as we go along. I mean, if rates suddenly go up, you know what I'm saying? We'll probably adjust those. If they go down, naturally we will adjust those. So it just depends on how the industry goes. But to be honest with you, I don't see the industry changing that much. It hasn't changed very much in what? Since, I mean, really. Even if when the guy was talking about in 2000,
it's pretty stable.
Yeah, I mean it's been pretty stable over the last 8, 9, 10 years. You know, basically. Yeah. You know, I mean, yeah, I came into the industry in 2014, and you know, rates were about the same as they are now. You know, not much different. You know, I mean, you have its ups and downs. The time of year when it's a little bit higher, when it's a little bit lower. But regardless of that, 65 to 68% of all freight is always going to be under $2 per mile.
Right.
You know.
Wow. Okay.
What this is designed to do, it's designed to make it easier for an owner-operator to make choices. And it gives them more options when they're out there on the road. If an owner-operator right now, the way it works now, if an owner-operator is looking at the load board, right? If he's looking at the load board, let's go to one of the load boards and show you what we're talking about. If an owner-operator right now is looking at, you know, the load boards, he doesn't have a whole lot of leeway as to, you know, what freight he can really choose that's going to pay him a decent wage, right?
Take that cheap freight to get to the freight that's paying good money.
Exactly. So instead of having to search, you know, high and low to find a decent paying load, now he has an option of supplementing at least 2 loads a week with some subpar loads, but we got to make it a decent load.
Exactly.
You understand? So that cuts down on what? He is having to, you know, pick and choose and take a lower load just to get back home, or take a lower load to go to where he really wants to go. It makes exactly. Now it makes it a lot easier.
Okay, so that they feel that I'm not taking 2 steps forward and now I got to take a big step back.
Yeah,
because of this low freight.
Or staying over in one spot a whole day, wasting a day.
Exactly. Let's take a look at Texas here for a minute. All right. If you're in the state of Texas, right now the rates are kind of, you know, decent. Let's look at all those. Yeah, look at all Texas. Did I not put this right here? Texas, search loads, 25 miles, any type. All right, let's look at all the loads here in Texas. Let's go up to the rates out here. All right, so you know you got these loads here. All right, that's 263. That's 179, and that's a what? Van. This is what? Refrigerator, right?
That's the RGN.
Yeah. Okay, that's a gooseneck. 263. That's not really good either. It's okay,
yeah, it's not really good,
but not really great. Then you got what? 165, 179 for a dry van, 165 for what? A reefer? Come on.
Reefer.
You see what I'm saying? You know, then you got some of these are pretty good. That doesn't have any rate included. No rate included. No rate included. No rate included. Those are probably within this. Those are probably very, very, very short runs.
They're not putting the mileage on there. That's why.
Yeah. 157. 157. Flatbed. Come on, really? Y'all see what I'm saying? The majority of the freight is in the trash can, right? Now,
Right.
any one of these, they can choose this 140 or that 157. It's going to bring it up to an extra $1, which makes it what? 257, which is not that bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Same thing down here for NRE for 127. That'll bring it up to 227. Now, I mean, a dry van could make that work with 227 versus 127, right? 162,
Right.
bring it up to 262. See what I'm saying? So instead of a carrier having to search through all this stuff just to find some good freight, all this stuff right here that's not lit up, every last one of it is under $2 per mile. So you see what I mean by the majority of freight is subpar. And you start getting into some of the decent paying freight, $4 per mile. But they're far and in between, right? And it may not be going where they want to go. You understand? So now, instead of having to, look all over the load board and make decisions based on the money versus where you want to go or wanting to go back home, now they have the freedom to choose the freight they want, to go where they want, and still have a what? So,
That's genius.
you understand?
Yeah.
Now they have a way to have decent revenue, so it makes their decision making a whole lot easier. And it cuts down on time. It saves some time, adds more money in the pocket, a lot of stress off of them, being able to, well, I gotta go all the way out. I gotta go, over here to Jacksonville. I don't want to go to Jacksonville. If I want to have a weekend load, I gotta go where? Latoya, Texas, and that's only what? 173 miles? No, 576 miles. I'm trying to go home, but home is in Kansas. But Kansas only paying $1.49 a mile, right? I'm trying to go home. Home is Ohio. Ohio, oh, that's 56 cents a mile. I wouldn't even jump on it. That's a partial. That's a partial. The home is Jacksonville. You see what I'm saying? But home is only paying $1.03 a mile.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So with an enhancement policy, now they can go where they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And splinter in those light loads with some decent loads going to where they want to go. Because even though you may see some stuff that's lit up here, majority of stuff is not lit up. Because I have this set right now for $3 per mile. That means everything that's not lit up is less than $3 per mile. And most of it is less than $2 per mile.
Mr. Butler, how will the agents under this be, I guess, compensated for? Is it based on the drivers they bring in that get a policy, or?
Yeah, you're going to be getting a percentage of the policy premiums that you bring in each month. If you write a policy, remember they got to have at least a $10,000 minimum to be able to claim, be able to file claims. So they got to have at least $10,000 into the premium system before they can file a claim. Now, when they reach that $10,000, your agency gets their percentage lump sum off that, which would probably be about 20%, 25%.
So did we ever find out if we have to have an insurance license?
Not yet. won't find that out until I meet with my corporate staff. I won't meet with them until later on this week. And that's when we start trying to figure out what's going on with that.
Calvin, is this only for
hold on, let me finish answering the gentleman's question. All right. Agency gets their 20 to 25% on that portion of it, okay, which is 20%. 20% of 10,000 is what? 10% of 10,000, that's $2,000, right? So about 25, maybe $2,500 if it's on the 25%. So you got $2,500 that the agency gets for writing the policy, and then the agent is probably going to get, on average, I think insurance agents get somewhere around 20 to 25% on the premium amount. So on the 2,500, the agent is getting 10% of 2,500 is 250, so you're getting about $500. Okay, you get about $500 on the initial writing of the policy if they come up with the $10,000 down. Now, if they got to make that in monthly payments, whether they finance it or whatever the case may be, if that $10,000 hit, you get your 25% one lump sum. $500, agency gets their $1,500. That type of deal. All right. If it comes in monthly payments, we're probably going to just pay you off of the monthly premium, which is going to be about $833 per month. So you're going to get a percentage of that, and you're going to get a percentage every month. Now, once they hit $10,000, that monthly premium is going to cut in half to $413 to $416. And then you're getting your residual every month they make their what? Their payment, right?
Right.
Which it's not going to be much off of that, but it's a monthly residual. The more policies you add, the higher your monthly residuals go. On top of which, when each of the policies come to term with the $10,000, you get a lump sum there. See how that works?
Gotcha.
All right. All right. Go ahead on with your question.
Hey, is this only for broker loads, or is it for also direct to shipper loads?
For any loads that they choose that is subpar.
Okay, so all loads included.
I mean, if someone is getting direct shipper loads, I wouldn't imagine a trucking company taking direct shipper loads for less than, whatever. Because remember, you're not going to be able to submit probably more than 3 claims per week. Just look at the numbers. If you're choosing short run load, now if you're running really, really, really short run loads, yeah, you can probably get 3 or 4 claims in. Because if you're running 3 loads per day on short runs, right? But even on that, those are going to be the same runs every week, every day. So if you got 3 loads that day, you got to have at least 2 loads that run, above par, right? So you really only claiming 1 load per day, right?
Right.
Because the other 2 are really good, and that last one may be, so under that $2, right? So you're picking that 1 load, and they're really short runs, so it's not a big payout that the policy is going to pay out. See how the whole system is designed not to overwhelm the agencies.
Exactly.
You understand? Because there's only so much you're going to be able to claim because of the way it's set up. You got to provide at least 2, above par loads for every subpar load you file a claim for. Okay? And with that combined with the hours of service, combined with you can only go so many miles, on a tank of gas, combined with the truck, at best, if someone is really, 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 really smart, or unless they have a really, 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 really good dispatcher, okay, and they're advising them to run 400 to 450 mile runs, right? Why? Because you can run 450 miles in 1 day,
right?
And still have time. You can run it, drop it, and still have time to probably get to your next destination if it's close by and pick that load up, right?
Right.
So that means all you gotta do the next morning, then you shut down for your 10 hours. Next morning you run that load. Then you go pick up the other load. You shut down, then you run that load. You pick up your load and shut down, and you run that. So you can really run a load a day, right?
Right.
Which is going to give you 5 loads, right?
Right.
Which means you can claim what? 2 out of that 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can claim 2 out of the 5, because if you run the other one, or you run 5, or maybe even 6 loads. But if you can claim 2, and then, or you can claim 1 and then put the other one on next week, or you can claim 2 and then claim a 3rd, but put it on next week's claims.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see.
So that's about the most you're gonna get on claims each week. Is 2 on average. It's gonna be 1 and 2, right? Which is still good because 1 low claim gives you an extra what? $39,000, right?
Right.
But you're not breaking the bank on the policies.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the insurance industry retains about 82 to 83% of all premium brought into an insurance company because they rarely pay out claims.
That's how they get the money.
Exactly.
That's
You're
the
paying
game.
money every month just in case shit happens.
Yeah.
But shit rarely happens, right?
Right.
So that's why insurance companies make such cool millions of dollars. We are not retaining that deep of a pocket, but we are still going to be retaining a decent portion. Not 80-something%. We're going to be retaining less, about half that, if that
Right.
much. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
only about half of the, only about 40%, 6% of the money that's coming into the system is going to be paid out in claims. The other 40% is going to stay within the company to pay what? Compensation,
Agents.
holdings,
Cash reserves. Yeah.
cash reserves, all types of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because
Back
what is
capital.
that 40%? Because if you're looking at it, as we told you all before, right? The industry, 350,000 owner operators, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and that's really rotating because a lot of owner operators are going out of business, but a lot of them, they come back in, right?
Right.
Now, if we throw in lease operators, it's probably more like close to upper 800, close to 1 million.
Goes to 1 million, I'll say.
Yeah, because the registry does not recognize the operators that lease with these big companies as owner operators.
Because they don't have an MC number.
Exactly, but they still get to choose their own freight.
Right.
Aha! So they can sign up for a policy. You understand what I'm saying? Because they still
Right.
choose their own freight, they can still sign up for a policy. All right? So really, let's just go on classic owner operators, 350,000. If we're getting 10% of that number every year, that's 35,000 owner operators. That's 35,000 policies, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, we only need 10,000 policies, right? 10,000 policies, let's say half of them is going to get that $10,000 minimum on their premium base. Half of them are going to get that right away through various means, because you all are going to be trained on how to show them how to come up with that money. We're going to have factoring companies. We're going to get involved, right? So they can loan that money, and then they get paid back through their premiums and pay these money.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is perfect for factoring companies. You're going to have other various financial institutions, lenders out there that do what? Revolving lines of credit.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Revolving business lines of credit. Okay? You're going to have equity financing on their truck. A lot of them are going to be able to borrow money against the equity in their truck.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are homeowners will be able to do what?
Equity line
Consolidate
credit
and take out what? Borrow money
against the
using
house.
what? The equity in their home. The equity in their home. A lot of them will be able to go to their bank and get the money. A lot of them can get, a Discover card got another card and they got $5,000 limit on each one. Damn, you're right there.
Yep.
So there's a ton of ways you can get that 10 grand. But those that are on Square, and if Square offers, like I said, Square would give you $10,000 if you're generating enough money. Square would offer you $10,000. Yeah, right? So there's so many ways you can get that money. So we can go ahead and figure half of them are gonna get that $10,000 right away, which means they can immediately start doing what? Taking advantage of the claims. So if you got that divided by 2, half of them are gonna get their $10,000. That's 5,000. So you multiply that times 10,000. That's 50 million right there. That's 50 million. That's 50 million in the pot right there. All right. Now, that's the ones that's got that. Now that 5,000 that came up with the 10,000 right away, their premiums are gonna start somewhere between $413 a month and $615 to $620 a month, depending on which type of policy they choose. Okay. But let's look at it on the low end. If it's $413 per month times 5,000, $2 million a month.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Times what? 12 months.
12 months, okay.
Another 24,700,000. Plus the 50 million.
Okay. You're knocking out 100 million. Yeah.
Now you're at 74,780,000. Right? Now we haven't even discussed the others that's doing the financing. Why? Because they couldn't come up with $10,000 right away. So you got 74,780,000 right there. Then you got the other half that is going to be paying a higher monthly premium, $833 a month on average, right? Times 5,000. I'm sorry. Go back one. That's $4,165 each month. And they can't file a claim because they got to reach the 10,000 before they file a claim. So that's all money that's just going in. Nothing's coming out of that. Except for paying, that 40% that you're getting out of it is going back into the company. Okay? So that's each month. Look at another 49,980,000. Right? That plus the 74 million. What was the 74? What, 6 or something like that?
780.
74, 780. You're already over $124 million. Right? Now, once they hit, right, their $10,000, their premiums drop down to what? Half of that, which is 400 and some odd, right? And that's each month. So you got to add that into the pot too, coming up on the next year's cycle. Not to mention, you probably gonna got another 10,000 policyholders that are gonna come into play.
Yeah.
So you see, the money is there. The most profitable industry on the face of the planet is some type of insurance, and we're not even close to what the actual insurance does, but we're just like a cousin to the insurance industry.
Right.
Okay, so the money is gonna be there. Okay, all we got to do is just continue to write policy, continue to do business. And if you're looking at minus 40% of that, 49 million, that goes back to the company. And you got 74 million that's in the reserves to pay out claims.
Right.
Okay? Now, let's remember this. Because your building is up to a monthly status, by the time you get to the end of the year, you're doing that each and every month. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because once it gets into the system and each month you're building up, so that means the next month is that much. Exactly. Now it's every month. So these are all just what reoccurring premiums, right?
Right.
So that's just on your first year. So by the time you hit your first year, you're doing that per month. So now that does what? And that doesn't count the 49 million, right? That's going into back into the pot on 49,904. So that doesn't count the 49,904. Get another 598 million on top of.
That's a billion plus.
Exactly. That's what I mean when I say within the first year, the company should have a valuation of over $1 billion. It'll be $1 billion industry within the first year. And that's just on like 5% of owner operators. That's 10,000. We're not, now, God forbid if we hit that 10%, and it's 35,000 policies.
Right.
You can triple that. That's more than triple that number. Okay, so when you break this all down, looking at that, what was that? Plus another 898 million. There you go. You're $1.5 billion. Okay. There's nowhere on God's green earth that we're gonna write out that many policies. No, there's nowhere on God that we're gonna write out that many claims. That much in claims. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Because once you get that recurring revenue, that's really gonna cover a lot of the claims that come through anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, look, I've been doing this, crunching these numbers now for about 3 years. And hard crunching them for the last year. And it never ceased to amaze me where this can go. Okay. And on top of the fact that you would generate a lot of revenue, you actually get to help owner operators making extra anywhere from, if they claim one load, $40,000 more, up to the max if they get at least 3 loads per week. They're making over $100,000 if they're a reefer, and almost $80,000, $5,000 if they're a flatbed, and almost $66,000 if they're a dry bed. Extra. By having the policy, and they're only paying out the first year 10,400, 10,500. You know, I'm sorry, 1,400. I mean, 14,000 the first year, or maybe from 14,000 to $16,000 the first year. But after that, they're only paying out about $4,600 per year. In premiums, but they can bring in anywhere from 40 to 100,000.
That's a great trade-off.
I trade that off any day. I spend $16,000, $17,000 the first year to pocket anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000 that first year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then everything coming after that, I'm pocketing anywhere from clear. Just I'm spending 46, maybe 6,500 a year, right? But I'm bringing in an extra 40 to $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer trade-off.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you got to get a driver to see it too.
Yeah, I mean, and this is why I'm breaking it down to you all. So if you notice here, none of this stuff appears on the website. They've got to actually get in contact with someone so you all can properly explain it to them.
Right.
So that's where you got to sell the policy.
Put together a presentation. Yeah.
Exactly. This is where your sales skills as an agent are going to come into play. Okay. And in the coming weeks, we're going to be having some serious training on how to present yourself. Now, remember, this is the trucking industry, so you don't want to overdress because you're dealing with truckers.
Yes. Right.
Most of the time, you're going to be talking on the phone with them anyway, or some type of conference call with them.
Right.
If they ever lift this, this whole thing where we can actually have face-to-face contact with people again, people are going to be walking into you all's branches and setting up appointments and things of that nature. But you don't want to be overdressed. You don't want to. I mean, you don't want to come in there, Brooks Brothers down. Look like you're worth more money than their truck, even though you might be making more money than their truck. You don't want to look that way.
Business
right?
casual.
Exactly. Business casual. Nice golf shirt. Whatever.
Right.
With your emblem. Insurance USA. On it, stuff like that. We'll go with something like that.
Right.
Black, blue, or khaki flats, right? No wingtips, but kind of a nice casual, no tennis shoes, but something like that. You don't want to be overdressed. You can even throw on a blazer over it, have your collar open or button your collar up all the way up to the top. But you don't want to overkill it. You don't want to look like you're a stockbroker. Right? So you want them to feel comfortable and you want them to open up so you can show them how this is going to benefit them, how this is going to put an extra $40,000 to $100,000 in their pocket. It's going to alleviate a lot of stress when it comes to them trying to find their loads and picking their loads and things. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I mean, believe it or not, this is the best thing to hit the trucking industry in a long time.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, yeah, it's a game changer right here.
It literally is. Okay?
Yes.
And you all are in the right position because we're only offering these agencies and the agent positions to people who are within our network.
Yeah, because that's the biggest fear about becoming an owner-operator is, am I going to go out here and make enough money to pay this truck and to pay myself
Exactly.
at the same time where I can live a decent life?
Exactly. But
Man, that's genius.
But with a compensation enhancement policy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that gives you a little more security.
Yeah, and you all get used to that term. Get used to letting that term roll off your tongue because that term didn't exist before a couple of weeks ago. I'm just letting y'all know that. There's nothing else out there like this. You can look it up all you want to, and all Google's gonna do is tell you what's the next closest thing to it. Okay? If you go and you put in compensation,
I already did the research and I couldn't find insurance.
No, you're not, because you pay compensation enhancement.
Let me start tagging that.
Okay.
You pull up something called the Compensation Enhancement Act, but that's something totally different. No, you start putting in, compensation enhancement, you pull up something called the Compensation Enhancement Act, okay? Affect the agencies by the legislation, social media, Facebook, or whatever. So that's something totally different. That's not anything close to what we're doing.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
I checked.
Right. So this is for like people who are, need government assistance, filing for unemployment, suggested award program, all that type of stuff. That's what the Compensation Enhancement Act does. There is no such thing as compensation enhancement policy until now. And you all know when you're the first in anything, that's when you make your biggest gains. And if anybody was even trying to copy this, they'd be so far behind now. First of all, they got to figure it out. Second of all, they got to find a way to make it work. They got to put some type of mechanism in place that makes it work. And we're already there. Okay, we've got a fully functional website. We've got a network that we can go to and create the agencies and the agents.
There you go.
And you all are already intimately familiar with the target clientele.
Exactly.
So it's not going to be that hard to train you all. Okay, we have a training system in place already. All right, finish going through this. If you go up here and when you notice you have an About Us page that pops up here. And on the About Us page, it goes in to kind of give them more information as far as who we are. About Assurance USA. We are America's trucking industry's first and only provider of compensation enhancement assurance policies, enhancing owner-operators' bottom line. Our mission, there are approximately 350,000 owner-operators registered in the United States. Our mission, level the playing field by providing an innovative industry solution to rendering cheap freight a non-issue for owner-operators. Gonna have our corporate staff down here. People can, we have our bios and stuff. Right now, I just got, when you click on it, goes right over to the Facebook page, but we're gonna create a bio page. Or when you click on it, it's gonna go over to their bio, their professional bio. Okay. If you want to know what a professional bio looks like,
maybe LinkedIn or.
I have one up for my other company, my financial services group. Here, About Us, another company that I started, that I work. This is, and this is kind of like what you all would have your own emails, like I have here. From other partners, in this, they have their own emails at fcfc.com. You all be your own emails at no cheap freight, .com. Okay. This is what a professional bio is going to look like. So when they click on it, it's going to pull up something like this. It's going to pull up a professional bio. Okay, it goes into, kind of have like a little thing, stuff that you personally write, professional biography. At 52, I did this when I was 52 years old. At 52, I'm more concerned with and focused on creating and leaving a legacy for those I'll leave behind someday. My daughter, hopefully a wife, which I have now, and maybe a son, hopefully. Ironically, my efforts as an older man to create this legacy of financial stability for my loved ones and future generations would have served me more greatly in my youth. Befittingly, youth is truly wasted on the young. Okay? That whole thing that's an original quote. Okay, so in your professional bio, you want to have some type of reflection that gives an insight as to your thought process and what drives you. And then you're gonna go, you're gonna tell about yourself and you always write your professional bios in the third person. Okay, you never write it in first person. Okay, about as Chief Executive Officer of First Choice Financial Incorporated, DBA of CFC Incorporated, Mr. Butler has developed a direct network of 2,049 professionals active in all areas relevant to his profession. Professional bio is both impressive and inspiring, considering he launched First Choice Financial Consultants while residing at a homeless shelter. That business now, First Choice Financial Incorporated, DBA FCFC Inc., has positioned itself for tremendous revenue growth in the coming months. The privately held, diversified global asset acquisitions and referral agency, whose principal competency lies within the matching of well-vetted and capable buyers with discounted portfolios of high-performance off-market assets for sale, is on the industry's watch list, anticipatedly to see if its once homeless CEO can lead his company to great heights in a rags to riches storybook fashion. Okay. In case y'all didn't know, I do have some accomplishments before I came into the trucking industry. Okay, so I may come off like this, this country redneck, but I'm a lot deeper than most people think. Okay, I do have other things that are going on besides what you all see. Okay, Calvin Butler, highly skilled and capable professional who has played a major role in the success of clients' endeavors, projects, and ventures over the years. The success rate of any venture greatly increases with his involvement. That's actually a quote from one of my colleagues that I worked with on a project, and you'll see it down here later. Some of the stuff, it goes on to tell you some of the stuff I'm involved in. Industry Connection has developed a direct network of 2,049 professionals in commercial real estate sales, asset management, hedge fund management, commercial lending, business lending, commercial real estate development, land acquisitions, and entitlement, and more. Featured future assets, the Bahamir Development Project, 2,200 acres of prime beach property of private land registered in the state of Guerrero, Mexico, located in a strip of solid land between Acapulco and Tempta Highway and having more than 9 miles of beach, lagoon, and the front and soft white sand. Listing price $600 million. I have a 20% interest in that property. These are some of the things that make up your net worth. Okay, so when people look at my bio and say, "Oh, you're a millionaire," yeah, technically. Does that mean I have $1 million in the bank? No. It means that yes, I'm worth that much. Exactly.
Worth over $1 million. Yeah.
Exactly. And then it goes on to list all the companies and my educational background. First Choice Financial, executive officer, Tallahassee area, Dillard University is where I went to school at. First Choice Financial, CFC CEO, RBBS Transport, Chief Operation Officer, Dog Development, LLC, the Sunset Ridge Commercial Development Project. I own 20% of that. A principal shareholder. Bahamir Development Project, authorized consultant and future principal shareholder. I am now a 20% shareholder. In that. My previous stuff is Build Business Loans, LLC, Aegis Mortgage Corp, and Excite. Y'all remember that? Education, Dillard University, company websites, all right there for the time. If you want to click on any of those, get you over one of those, what you call it? You click on the assets, take you over there. That's the beachfront property down in Mexico. Some pictures down there. That's the whole thing right there. Pull up the appraisal that they did on the property. One of the Cushman and Wakefield, which is one of the most prominent liquidation appraisal companies on the planet. They did an appraisal on the property on just 400 and some odd acres, and it was appraised at 36 million just on 400 of the 2,200 acres. The government appraisal, which was done in 2011, was 175 million on 479 acres of the property. The property is 2,200 acres plus. So, you know, those are some of the things that I'm involved with. And you can go on that same bio. It goes down, you know, and it talks about, it shows you the layout of the property down in Texas that have 100% I'm interested in 486 acres. The sale price of that is $130 million. By the way, if you all refer a buyer over to any of these properties, we'll pay you a referral fee, and the referral fees could be in the millions. Okay, so you know, pretty hefty referral fees. You know, some of people that I've worked with, real estate entrepreneur, and they give different things. Jack Vanderbilt, he's the guy I worked with on the Bahamir project. He's one of the owners. He's one of the bigger owners when the guys own like 40% of it. He's one of the major owners. And I've worked with him on several other stuff and helped him sold, a bunch of stuff, that I was in the branding for and everything, and some of the stuff that he's, always, some of the glowing recommendations that he gives you. All this stuff is on LinkedIn too. For those of you who don't know about LinkedIn, it's the premier professional social media site. If I was to ever go back into the workforce, I could get a ton of glowing, recommendations and, from different professionals. And I'm talking about people who are CEOs. All these people right here own huge companies, mega companies. And they all, were willing to step up and give me their recommendation, because I worked with each and every last one of them on helping them to achieve their goals, what their companies were trying to get done. Either help them find buyers, or I matched them with capable buyers, or I helped them to purchase properties, things of that nature, or I found properties for them, things of that nature, and kind of smoothed over and did negotiations for them and things like that. So I'm not just a truck driver. so and that gives you all some insight as to my drive, as to my experience, and my ability to lead when it comes to something like this. Okay, this is not something that people do every day, but it's something that I've done quite often in the past. But this, by far, over everything that I've done, has the largest implications for overall financial gain and literally changing an entire industry. Nothing I've done equates to the possibility or the potential of what this could be. Okay, so that's why when I see you all in the chat groups and you all are talking about, coronavirus theories, and the government is trying to kill us all, and and don't take the serum, don't take the vaccines, and it's a government plot. Please keep that stuff out of the chat groups. Hey, please do. I don't care what your beliefs are, but don't bring that stuff to our private business chat, because in the coming shortly, we're going to have some very, very powerful investors that are going to be looking at what we're doing. And they're going to be trying to make a decision if they're going to pump anywhere from 50 to a couple of $100 million into what we are doing. Okay, because they're going to see the potential, and you can rest assured they're going to run the numbers. They're going to see that it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they're going to want to be a part of it. But what they are not going to do is invest in a group or a network of people that has a bunch of, as I like to say, crackpots. Okay, because a lot of the stuff that some people personally believe in. It's not based in science. It's not based in any type of factual thing. It's just based on social media in your windows and rumors and fear. And I don't deal in fear. I don't deal in rumors. I've been through too much in my life. You know, I've been in combat. I've been in wars. I've been homeless. I've been in prison. I've been in too much to deal with the boogeyman. Okay, I don't buy into all that stuff. I don't really believe in any of all that stuff. I am pretty much grounded, and I have a lot more things that are a lot more pressing on my agenda than to worry about, you know, a lot of these crazy theories. Okay, so if you believe that type of stuff, that's fine. Just don't bring it to what we have that's going on. You know, keep that in your own little circle. Keep that to yourself, but don't bring it to where we are and what we have going on, because the people who are looking to pump a lot of money into this, you know, they don't want to they don't want to feel like they're throwing the money away. Does everybody understand what I'm saying with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm not telling you all what to believe. I'm just saying keep it in the closet. You know, keep it somewhere where we don't have to see it. Don't bring it to the network. You know, leave that stuff where it is. Just don't bring it here. All right. So this is the About Us page. It goes on to tell you, you know, who our corporate executives are. And down here we have a few more testimonies. And then here you have the video right here where we can click on it. Now, down here will be a series of videos. I am going to do another video that is basically, I'm going to be explaining what this actually is and how it benefits you, how it benefits each policyholder, and how much money it can generate extra per year by having, you know, and I'm going to be going through it and showing the numbers. So that's going to be on this area down here of the, you know, About Us page. So it'll be a whole, you know, a whole line of videos. You click on this one, and move it, and go to the next one, and go to the next one, you know, and we're going to be talking about the different aspects and the benefits of this type of policy. Make sense, everybody?
Sure does.
All right. Down here, we're going to have a link to our various pages. We have our Facebook page for Assurance USA. As you all can see here, here's our Facebook page. You all can look it up and join it. Excuse me. This is our official Facebook page. I am going to be creating a Twitter account, LinkedIn page for the company, and Instagram, and a Snapchat. So excuse me, we're going to have, you know, various social media outlets, because we're going to be doing on multiple levels of branding. You all will all have access to all those pages where you all will be able to go in and post and brand, and, you know, and brand stuff on when we're talking about this. If you all want to, you know, at your respective agencies, shoot videos, you know, of your new clientele, you know, with their permission, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, have little videos or photo galleries of, you know, payouts, claim checks, and stuff like this and that. Things of that nature that you all can load up on the social media, on our social media pages, you know, and talk about your branches, and, you know, and how well you're doing, or how many people you're serving, how you're helping, you know, owner operators to take home more money, you know, how you're helping to ease, you know, make things a lot easier for them. So, but this is our social media page. This popping up down here. There it is. And you all will be able to go in there and post stuff and stuff. But make sure that it stays pertinent to this industry. in the assurance, type of industry. You want to post stuff about cheap rate, you can do that, but make sure you keep it, grounded in what we're doing. Now, on every page, it's going to have our hours, of operation and the location. Now, this is the corporate location, okay? As you all go over to the claims area, when you get into the claims, you notice here, you see something that says find a service center. They will be able to click on here and it will pull up a Google map. It will take it over to Google. And we'll have listed over here all the service centers. Okay, and they'll be able to go in there and click in, put in the address of where they are, and it will pull up the service center closest to them. Okay?
Nice, nice.
That's how that is going to work. And when it pulls them up, it's going to tell you all about that service center. Who is the owner of the agency? Who is the regional manager or the district manager of that agency? Who you're going to be able to pull up who the agents are, and you're going to be able to pull them up, and you all can have these little nice pictures there with your, with your U.S. With your Assurance USA shirt on. And things of that nature is going to have a little bit about each and every last one of you all who is with those respective agencies. It's going to feature your phone number, going to feature your extension, and things of that nature. So all this is coming. Now you notice here on the claims page, you can actually file a complete claim right here online. There's a mobile version of this as well. Okay, I think I can show you all the version. Let me show y'all the mobile version. The mobile version of this y'all forgive me. This is my bad time of the year for allergies. I have seasonal asthma. Every year this time, my asthma it acts up bad. All right. This is the mobile version. Today alone, we've had 57 visits to the website. That's basically from the people on Facebook that I was sharing it with, and they went to just check it out. When they did go check it out, you'll notice that they all got this right here. They got this message. When they came to check out the website, this message was displayed to each one of them. Thanks for visiting our website. We are not active for business just yet. We will alert you when, we will alert you when our official launch is ready in about 45 days. Can't go into great details until after our official launch in about 45 days or so. But here's what I can tell you. Our compensation enhancement assurance policyholders receives up to an additional dollars CPM for the low rate loads that they run. This enhancement is paid directly to policyholders upon weekly filings of claims for their subpar loads. So just one claim a week for an average load of 769 miles is $39,988 extra yearly. If you like short hauls, so on and so forth, 2 a week at 385 trip miles with up to $1 CPM enhancement, is an extra $20,000 each yearly. That's $20,000 for each one of those two, so that's roughly, back up to $40,000. Now, what happens if a policyholder claims 3 sub or short hauls? They could earn an extra $60K a year. Enhancement coverage can be customized to the policyholder's needs. But this is what each and every visitor got when they visited the site. Okay, so everyone that visited got a good working knowledge of how this works. Okay, so from now until we do our official launch, that's the message that every visitor will get. So everyone, by the time we launch, everyone should who has been to our site would know what this is about. And you're gonna have probably like already built-in following and people who are gonna be eager to get this policy by the time we launch. Okay, because all we're doing right now, we're just building up anticipation. And remember, I just released this on Facebook just last night just to see what the response would be. And I'm loving, the back and forth and the type of response that we got from it. I'm gonna do the same on LinkedIn tonight, and the same on Twitter tomorrow, the same on Instagram, and just go across all of the social media platforms. And say that again?
Now I said flood all platforms. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, where are we at here? Okay, let's go back and let's look at this. What's called to show you all. Show you all the mobile site. How it looks on your phone when you pull it up on your phone, because we are going to be able to. I am going to develop this into an app. We're going to develop this into an app. I'm going to be working on the app this weekend. I want to do the mobile site. Let me do this. Go to the edit. Mobile site from here. I like the Wix platform. I really do. I got a lot of stuff that you. I probably spent a good $7,000-8,000 on this site already. All of the stuff that I've been adding to it. I want this to be top. Of the mobile site and how it's going to look. All right, this is how the mobile site looks when you pull it up on your phone. It's gonna. No, I'm in the wrong site. Hold on here. I'm in the wrong site. My bad. How did I get to the National Dispatch? Oh, I know how that site looks. Well, how I got to that site? My sites. Now I'm on that. Here we go. Actions. Edit this site. All right, there we go. Now we're in the right site. All righty. Edit site. Hope y'all are liking this so far. This is a changer, but it's going to be a huge step up for you all network. All right, preview the sites. All right. All right, here we go. All right, here's what the mobile site looks like. All right, this is pretty much the mobile site. Whatever phone you have, it's gonna come up like this. Okay. I'm gonna have that. There's your post there, there's your hours, all your social media stuff down here. At any time, you'll be able to click on this and get a chat support. Now, we're going to be having some of you all at some point in time do chat support. Now, you will be paid for it. You'll be paid an hourly wage for doing chat support. So, you'll be able to, and it's really not a bad duty to have, because if people are coming to the site and they're chatting with you and you're an agent, wouldn't they give you the perfect opportunity to write another policy?
Yes, sir.
Right? So you should really want to do chat support. You should really want to have chat support duty. And basically, our chat support is you'll be at your home or whatever you're doing. Make sure you have your computer up and have it up on your phone. So when someone does come on, it gives you a little bling and lets you know that someone is on the site, right? And then you can why don't you go to the site right now? Go to AssuranceUSA.net, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You all will hear it when it pops up on my phone. Is somebody going?
Yeah, I'm going. Okay, so AssuranceUSA.com, right?
Yeah, y'all heard that? AssuranceUSA.net. Somebody just went on from where? They went on from Temple, Texas. And who's that?
That's me, Calvin.
All right. See, yeah, to tell you that there's somebody else just went on from Spring, Texas.
That's me.
So your phone will give off a chime when someone hits the site, and all you gotta do is press right into in your phone and go right into chatting with them. Y'all see that?
Okay.
That's basically all it is. Okay. So once we get that set up, when you all are doing chat duty, you'll be able to pull that up, and then when someone gets to chat, you'll be able to jump in and say, "Hey, how you doing? How can I help you?" Somebody else just went in from Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
And somebody else just went in.
That's me, Calvin David.
Yeah.
Wait, you say Assurance
and there was Reginald.
Assurance USA?
Huh?
What is Assurance USA?
Yeah,
.net.
.net, or it's nocheapfreight.com. One or the other. But see, there's somebody else from McCreed, California, Mercer, California. So you all see how this works.
Oh yeah.
Reginald, Israel, Chicago, Illinois. So you all are seeing how that works. Okay?
Merced,
So
California.
so you all would have that capability. So when someone chimes on and you're on chat duty, okay, y'all can hold off now. Everybody's going from Lakeland, Florida, and Shelter, Florida. Okay, so that's basically how that works. You all will be able to know exactly when someone's on the site. You'll know what area that they're in, whole 9 yards. So you'll be able to chat with them. Now, it is going to be customary that if you get someone from someone else's area, okay, make sure they get that lead, and then we'll have something in where if you're working the chat group and you're referring leads from that area, you have maybe like like some type of compensation that will come from whatever the split is, like that. Okay, so Omaha, Nebraska. All right, somebody just looking no great site, but and you all will be able to chat back with them, like thanks, and it works simply like that. Okay, that's simply how it works. So we're putting in, I've added a lot of extra stuff in here, so that when we do launch, we'll be able to effectively, service our clientele.
Lucas has a question in chat saying, "What if a dispatcher refers a lead?"
What if a dispatcher refers a lead? We're gonna treat that like a
referral.
Yeah, we're gonna treat it like an affiliateship.
Okay.
Okay. Now, referring a lead, we may treat that just like an affiliate, where they get a residual every month that person pays. Now, it won't be as much as you all's compensation as agents. Agents will probably be getting like 20 to 25% of the agency's cut from the policy. The affiliates,
2 or 3%, huh?
yeah, the affiliates are going to be something like 2 or 3%. Okay, but it's still pretty good for an affiliate when they get that reoccurring every time they make a monthly premium. Understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they'll be able to build up too. But these are all the whatchamacallits here. Okay, and so the mobile site looks pretty good. Each page is, I spent a lot of time making sure this stuff was right.
You can see that for sure.
Yeah, name, email, subject, message, and trailer type. They type in. And on get over to the claims, even on the mobile claims, someone can file a claim right here on the phone. How to file a claim? File an online claim below 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or call our claims hotline at 800-381-8720 to get things started. Submit your online insurance claim form here. Fill out the form below. Put in your policy number, name, email, phone number. You can be able to upload trailer types. And right here, there you go, dry bed, flat bed, or refrigerator. You'll be able to upload your claims documentation. Now remember, it says on claims documentation, right? Supporting claims documentation, please upload copies of rate confirmations and bills of landings of at least 2 completed loads for every 1 load a claim is filed for. Note, supporting claim documentation must be from the same week as the submitted claim. And you see here, you have what the claim documentation, which means the claim you're filing, you can upload. You'll be going in, pull up your file, your Raycon and your BOL. You'll be able to attach it right there. Okay, you'll be able to attach that right there, and you'll be able to upload your supporting claim documentation, which is going to be what? The 2 Raycons and the 2 BOLs on the loads that are over $2 per mile, right? Or if you're a flatbed, over $2.50 per mile. If you're a reefer, over $3 per mile. Okay, so you'll be able to go in there and attach those forms right there. You end up in there, then you can type in a message here and hit submit, and we'll pretty much have everything we need to process your claim. Because when you fill out the initial paperwork to set up your policy, we're gonna have all your stuff in there. We're gonna have all that's gonna be attached to your policy number. Okay, so and Square is going to generate the policy numbers, because we're gonna run this through Square. Through Square, we'll be able to do what? We'll be able to set up the monthly reoccurring payments, right? We'll be able to know each one of you all will be listed in this will be a new Square account, not one we have. Each one of you all will be listed in that account as employees of the company. So each of you will have permission to come in and take, the initial claims and set up the accounts. And that way we'll know who's policyholder is from what agency, okay? Because Square is going to keep track of all that. And it'll tell me how many policies was created by Camille and her agency, how many policies was created by Damien and his agency, because we're going to have the agents listed under Damien's agency, right? And then if one of them submits one, it's going to tell us which one of them initiated that policy, and it's going to tell us that they're from Damien's agency, right? So we'll know what to pay the agency, and we'll know what to pay the agent. And it will keep records of how many policies each agent writes and what you all's total revenue is for each week or each month. And it'll keep records of the total, the agencies, how many policies written within that agency. Keep a record of how much money is paid out to you all and how much money the agency is bringing in, how much money the agent is responsible for bringing into the company, all that type of stuff. So when we start paying out bonuses and things like that, we'll know who hits bonus levels, when and where. Gotta love Square.
Square gonna be sending out some big Square advances.
Yeah, look, you gotta love Square, okay? Because you know, and they're a big enough firm that they can handle this. Okay, that's why I like we'll be able to go in there and pull up, you know, reports, what our overall monthly was, which agency did what, you know, and then as we go from year to year, we'll be able to compare each month, each week, each day, compare with the day before last year, compare with the week before last year, compare with the month before last year, see how we are making gains and what percentages we are doing, and how many we are closing, and how many new policies that we're bringing on. You know, it gives you an array of analytics that you can go through and be able to gauge and be able to predict your business. Okay, literally, you gotta love Square. I mean, I love it. I mean, when I was with PayPal, I didn't have half the stuff that Square provides with just a regular, you know, with your regular account. Okay? And there's so much room for upgrades. So that's why I love Square. And they keep all your records, all your taxable records, everything you need. They're prepared for you. So at the end of the year, it makes your tax filing very, very, very simple. All right. But you'll be able to load, but each person will be able to actually file a claim right from their phone. So if they got their BOLs, guess what they can do? They can take a picture of it, right? Just like they do when they send in the Raycons through the Raycon app, right? With their trucking companies, right? They'll be able to take a picture of it, store it in the phone, then go in here, load it up, pull it up, attach it, send it. Y'all love that, right? You know, can't be any easier process. Okay, they won't have to, pull up any, trying to pull up files and all this stuff. They can just take a picture of the Raycon right there and store the Raycons, right in the phone. So when they get ready to file a claim, they can attach the Raycons for their claim and attach the Raycons and the BOLs for the supporting documentation also too. Okay, so there you have it. Find service centers, like we always going over that, how you find the service centers. That's how it looks on mobile. Of course, this is how it looks in the regular tablets or regular laptop. Okay, so this is it. This is it. This is you all's Assurance USA Compensation Enhancement Assurance Agency site. It is pretty much ready to go right now. Everything is, ready for it. We're gonna have some printed up claims forms that you all will have within your own agencies. We're also gonna have them on digital, so you all can pretty much do it on your tablets, and you'll be able to store those within our. And we're gonna be able to. There's room for me to create a backup office to this site too. If y'all didn't know, get back to the editor. I can create a back office to the site where you can do a whole bunch of other stuff. Look at that, you know, stuff like this right here, page transition. There's all types of stuff. Add pages to it, create an entire back office to this whole thing. Okay, dynamic pages. You can go here and do your page transitions, and I can create back office sites. You know, all types of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's great. I love, you know, I like this site. You know, I think I did a great job with it. You know, I'm not biased, but you know, hey, there it is. So that's it. So y'all get ready for a big year. Okay. That's it. That's where we're at. You know, I'm not gonna have a Q&A tonight. We'll wait for Wednesday night to have our Q&A, and tomorrow night we'll have our regular freight broker dispatch training. And but I wanted to come on here tonight, show you all that, show you all where we were, and we are very close to launching. Probably within the next month, we're going to do our official launch, and then next coming weeks, we're going to do a whole lot of training. So, what I want y'all to do right now is I want everybody to send me over their resumes and letters of interest. You can send them, of course, to the email that's on this site. You can go to the Assurance USA and look up the email there. It's going to be info@nocheapfreight.com. That's the site email. It is info@nocheapfreight.com, and it is on the first page right here. It is right there. info@nocheapfreight.com. So you all can over your letters of interest, what positions you're interested in. If you think you can qualify for an agency, you know, send that over. Let us know what makes you, you know, right for an agency owner. If you have the capability or the assets to purchase an agency, go ahead and let us know that. I don't know what we're gonna be, what the agency fee is gonna be. I don't know that yet. That's something that I have to discuss with the rest of my partners once we finish up our contracts, and we'll discuss that ourselves, Mr. Israel, Mr. Melvin Yeomans, Mr. George, and Mr. Barber, and I will all go over that and decide what we're gonna do on that. I've got to get two gentlemen who are in the insurance industry. I've got to get their input on that. Okay. All right, everybody. Hope y'all like what we presented tonight. Hope y'all can see a future in it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Calvin, I have a quick question.
Sure.
On the Assurance website, are you actually capturing their email now? If I have this on my site already.
Yeah, cause like when I showed you all what's on here, that's all in here.
Okay, because I have it on my resource page on my website.
Yeah.
And I want to link it to this website, your website.
Yeah, it's all in here where when you pull up the visitors inboxes, all the visitors, and save as a contact. When I click save as a contact, I'm gonna save them. I'm going in or create contact, you know, that type of thing. Now, right now, it's not storing their emails, but the email is in here. It's just not showing it to me. When I send something back, like when I send the message back, they get it. And then when they come back, then we'll go ahead and turn on the contact capture thing on there that they'll have to put in their emails and things like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. All right, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I gotta go take my insulin. So y'all have a good night, and a lot of great things coming. Bye, everybody.
Right, thanks. Great information.
Thanks.
Hey, Calvin, this gonna be in the back office tonight?
Probably not tonight, but I'll get to because I gotta load up about 4 others before I load this up.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.